Is this really a wooden submarine from 1620? What? Good day, everybody. This is Lone Eagle 112358. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it so very, very, very much. I really do. Wrong screen. Got a message from Paul Henderson on Facebook. Says, hey, check out the submarines in 1620. I'm like, what? Cornelis Drebel. So I clicked on it. The first submarine. The world's first practical submarine was built in 1620 by Dutch engineer Cornelis Jacobzoon Drebel under the patronage of James I of England. Drebel built 3 submarines according to the sketchy information above or available from that time, each larger than the last, and the third being capable of carrying 16 people, of which 12 are oarsmen. Let's take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the smaller version. This is the first one because they said it gets larger and larger. And the largest one was 12. So this would probably be the largest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. No real pictures, of course. So these are just taken probably from blueprints and reconstructed, obviously. I don't think anything could survive that long. Unless it was, well, it could, but I doubt it. These are original. But come on, man. Are you kidding me? Submersive vehicles in 1620. I just was done with my live stream, clicked on Facebook, boom. Hey Lone, I love your tech series, check this out. But are you kidding me, wooden submarines? Let's read this. No credible illustrations or accurate descriptions remain of Drebel's submarine, though it seems the last of the 3 prototypes. Here, I'll read this and you guys can look at this. Yeah. Let's see. No credible illustrations or accurate descriptions remain of Drebel's submarine, though it seems the last of the 3 prototypes constructed was probably decked over and heavily modified rowboat, which was regularly seen at the Thames River undergoing trials. The oarsmen rowed 1 oar each, with the oars protruding from the side of the boat through waterproof leather seals. You can see it right there. You know those, like, when they have the gloves, you know, and, you know, when, like the movie The Rock, when they're dealing with chemicals and they don't want to touch it, they put their hands through that, you know, the protective case, and they're dealing with rubber gloves. It's exactly what you're seeing here. Same kind of concept. How they kept the water out is very interesting. I'd like to know how they sealed that up. They probably used like wood sap or something. I forget what they call that. Pitch. They probably used a lot of pitch for this. Look at Lone Eagle with his word pitch. Oh wait, whoops! Forgot to scroll back here. Yeah, they probably used pitch. So let's get back here. Let's get back into the reading here. Did I close it? I did close it. Oh no, I dragged it over here. My bad. Air was supplied by snorkel-like tubes that were held above the water surface by flotation devices, enabling the submarine to be underwater for long periods. Wow, so you're telling me this thing submerged, probably went down 20 feet, and then had like a tube that floated on the top of the water so they could breathe. Snorkeling. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be it. And then you can see the tube right there. Again, of course there are going to be no pictures of this, and there's no actual machine from back then, as they said, but they went into making this. That's steel, that's not wood. Oh, that's a terrible way to be tortured. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Let's get out of there. I don't know what to say about this. This just makes me giggle. It doesn't make me laugh. When I saw this, I don't know. It didn't make me laugh. I'm just like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Let me keep reading here. Accounts suggest that the boat would travel from Westminster to Greenwich and back underwater, completing the return journey in 3 hours at a depth of around 15 feet. A BBC article recently described the Drebel submarine thus: "The whole submarine was covered in greased leather, with a watertight hatch in the middle, a rudder, and 4 oars. Under the rowers' seats were large pigskin bladders." What? Connected by pipes to the outside. Rope was used to tie off the empty bladders in order to dive. What? The rope was untied and the bladders filled. The surface crew squashed the bladders flat, squeezing out the water. I mean, yeah, because they didn't have waterproof bags then. They didn't have rubber or plastic, you know. They had to use animal parts. The bladder, though, wow. Some reports suggest Drebel had a chemical means of generating fresh air in the submarine. And although this seems highly implausible for the period, Drebel's inventiveness and knowledge of chemical reactions suggests he certainly had the knowledge to achieve such remarkable feat. Though later renowned for inventing the first working thermostat. Oh, wow. And the first microscope with 2 lenses. Interesting. Did not know that. The following link from the University of Twente. Here, I'll just show you guys the word. Right here. It's right there. University. Here, let me just go to it. Come on. Okay, it took too long. But whatever. You see, University of Twente in Holland suggests Drebel might have had technology to generate oxygen from heated potassium nitrate. It reads, Drebel did 2 more chemical processes. He oxidized sulfur from sulfuric acid through heating sulfur and potassium nitrate. He made it more efficiently than any other way at the time. It became the basis for John Rubik's work for production in the lead chamber. He also found a way to make oxygen from heating saltpeter, which is now one of the standard ways to produce it. Wow, this guy was on a roll with inventing stuff. Wow. Some reports suggest that King James I actually rode in the 3rd submarine on a trip under the Thames in 1626. Though seeming to have the ear and favor of the king, Van Drebel's invention failed to interest the British Navy despite a development period of 15 years. Drebel's submarine never got beyond the trial stage. Ironically, 300 years later, the submarine would become the most feared of all naval vessels. Yeah, no kidding. Submarine is the scariest thing, man, on the ocean. That, from what I could tell, I've never been on, or I don't know, I'm just assuming. I'm on a boat above water. I don't want to see a submarine, even though you probably couldn't see it. I don't want to come in contact with a sub. Although Drebel was a type of court inventor, the main purpose of his employment was in relation to the experience with chemicals and his knowledge of fireworks. He was hired in 1604, and he had demonstrated his perpetual clock to King James I. It never needed winding, and was driven by changes in atmospheric pressure. What? Throughout his extraordinary life, Drebel was never to achieve the fame and fortune his subsequent patents suggest he deserved. Yeah, no kidding. When I read Drebel's name, it should have just popped out the way Einstein's name pops out. Just everybody. Just his name should, like Tesla. His patents included the thermometer, the perpetual motion clock, a chimney, a dyeing process, a pump, and his thermostat was led to the first automatic chicken egg incubator. Wow. And the first oven with self-regulating temperature. You see what his inventions did led to innovations of other. It added. Man, that's great. See what I mean? His name should have popped up. Drebel died in 1634. He was a lunar crater. He has a lunar crater named after him. See, I didn't know that. I'm not into, space like that. I'm not into naming craters. I didn't know that. Cool. Well, there's some history for you guys. Again, his name is Cornelis Drebel. Sorry if I'm totally pronouncing that wrong. To his people. This is a wooden submarine, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Wow, another tech before its time. Thanks to you, Paul Henderson, I believe your name was. Yeah, Paula. I think I called you Paul at the beginning. I apologize. Paula, my bad. My bad. I'm sorry. That's what happens when I just quickly read stuff. I need to breathe more. Hey. Anyway, thank you very much for the love, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Check this out yourself. And have an amazing day. Lone Eagle. 112358. Catch you on the next shift. Peace.